Welcome back. We're rejoined by Blanca Cobb. This time we are in the kitchen. We're talking about how to connect non-verbally through food. Speaking my language, right?
Exactly.
I think it's most people's language,
right? Yes.
Doesn't matter what other language you speak, but everyone understands yummy food.
And breakfast time, hey,
I know,
8:12,
right?
it is time for some good eggs.
It is. Speaking of eggs, would you pass them to me?
Absolutely.
You bet.
There you go.
We'll do the,
I'll pass it down the line here.
Oh, perfect.
And this
All
is all, we're highlighting Hispanic Heritage Month. And what dish do you have for us?
Well, I think it depends on what country you go to, what they call it, but my mother calls this huevos rancheros. And so what this is a sauteed tomato and sauteed onion, so un tomate y cebolla with eggs, and then you just scramble it. And it's just really, really yummy. And it's that simple.
What are all of you put in there?
Well, okay, so I prepped it already.
Okay.
Just for time constraints, but in a small little pan, you just chop up some onions, dice them up, and the same with some tomatoes. You put a little canola oil is what I use, and then you just saute it until the onions are ready to eat, and then you put it in a bigger pan with your eggs, and you just mix it together.
So this is sort of like the traditional of what you sort of wake up to every morning.
No, unfortunately, no.
No, not this kind of goodness.
I was like, I would like breakfast.
Right.
It's really big. Like, this is Sunday morning, so in my family, this is what I make my kids. So I'm preparing it for you instead of my two kids this morning.
Oh, hope we're not on the naughty list with them.
I'm sure they're a little bit jealous. They may be watching right now. So thank you for letting us borrow your mom.
But when you're in the kitchen and it's about body language, it's all about having fun. So when you're cooking together, and earlier in the earlier segment, what did I talk a lot about? I'm talking about like proximity. So you get close to somebody, or you reach over, and it's now you're looking at me in my eyes. It's the same way, and you move closer. We're a little bit of we get a little close and touchy-feely.
The kitchen is such a place for family and fun,
It's very
and you can
intimate
share.
also.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you tell stories. This is where you can connect and talk about the day. So it's Sunday morning. What are we doing today? What's on your agenda? Just figure it out. So it's a good way, because people do love food. It's the aroma of the food, right?
And it's comfortable. It's comforting, and we're all hungry, and we're...
That's a good way to get people's attention. You start cooking. It's like if you have some nice coffee, too, right? Even though I'm not a coffee drinker, I love hot chocolate.
Oh, very good. And it's also a good distraction, when you're in the kitchen, you're talking and you're sharing, like you said, the stories. Maybe you had a hard day, or maybe, the day before was difficult.
That's right.
And it's having that proximity and having that conversation is a lot easier.
You bring up a really good point. Absolutely. It really does. And people will come around and gather around the stove, the cooktop. People will come and they'll want to talk. And that's what you do when you're in a family. That's what you want. You want that connection.
Yes.
You want for us to talk. You want that one-on-one, or even in a small group. This is your time to connect. This is your time to figure out a way of doing it. And you notice how I'm talking to you. I'm stopping what I'm doing, hoping that the eggs don't burn, right? Hoping that they don't burn. But I'm engaging with you. I'm stopping. I'm looking. My body's facing you. I'm a big hand talker anyway.
Very intentional.
Yes, that's a great way of putting it. It is very intentional.
Well, we know that your dish will bring the Fox 46 crew from behind the scenes out. The smell radiates. Blanca Cobb, body language expert, we're so happy to have you here with us this morning.
It was a delight. Thank you.
Well, coming up, it's that time of the week, catering to